Hello, this is the presentations about Windows 7. In this presentations, I will focus on introducing about the concepts of Windows 7, and I will talk something about the history of Windows 7 and how Windows 7 developed from the beginning to the nowadays. I will show some details of Windows in the general purpose, architectures, platforms, license, marketing target, current market share, the security to defend the malware and spyware, and dual character. It can help customer to know more about its features and how and which customer is the best suit for this operating system. Windows is made by Microsoft company. As far as I know, it is the biggest company about operating system around the world. Windows series has developed tens generations of whole history. One of the series which is the biggest proportions is Windows 7, which is the seventh generation of Windows operating system. Windows 7 is an upgrade version from Windows Vista due to its pure critical receptions while still maintaining hardware and software capability. Windows 7 has 6 editions, but most common use is Home Premium, Professional and Ultimate. While Home Premium and Professional was suitable at home and small business, the Ultimate one was aimed at the enthusiast. The public beta editions came out in January 2009. It reflected that Windows has been the final stage before the marketing officially. Windows received many positive comments before the public beta because it solved the problems of capability and some of serious weakness in Windows Vista. Direct feedback was the basic step for the future Windows 7 during the time of beta. Windows 7 was released to manufacturing on July 22, 2009 and reached general retail availability on October 22, 2009, less than 3 years after the release of its predecessors, Windows Vista. The Microsoft has stopped the main current support to Windows 7 on the 13th January 2015, and it will shut off all of the support of this service on the 14th January of 2020. To the architecture, the kernel layers operates in secure mode and supplies gateway to CPU by assisting threads, interrupts, and drafts. Executive runs in a protected mode on the kernel layers, as well as provide basic system services. On top of executive, environmental subsystems operate in user mode, providing different OS, APIs, and according to platform, Windows 7 operates on almost platforms in computer from personal computer, laptop, or even tablet with specific hardware. The users can operate Windows with their fingers by the new interactions way of operating system. And regarding to the license, there are lots of places to buy a license key for Windows 7, such as eBay, Amazon, or its official website. The price for 3 main editions of Windows 7 is the first one is Windows Professional. Have the price of 35 euros. Windows 7 Ultimate have the price of 50 euros, and Windows Premium had the price of 23 euros. When Windows 7 published on 2009, its target aims to supply for household and business. Microsoft provides several editions of Windows 7 for different uses for each kind of customer. As you can see in this picture, there are 6 different kind of editions of Windows 7, and I will describe each of this table on the picture. and I will describe from the basic one into the advanced one. Start with the Windows 7 Starter. It's just suitable for entry-level editions in all markets with low-end computers and 32-bit only. And the next is the Home Basic. Windows 7 Home Basics is value editions in emerging markets. It's a basic family computer with compatible to 32-bit and 64-bit. And the next is the Home Premium. It is the standard consumer editions, and this does not include the business features. It is also a multimedia family computers. The next is Windows 7 Professionals. It is used for business-focused edition for small and lower mid-market. Includes the business features. It's suitable for amateur small business with 32-bit and 64-bit. And the next is the Windows 7 Enterprise, which is the business-focused editions for large enterprise. It is professional major in this. It is suitable for professional major industry and compatible with 32-bit and 64-bit. And the last one is the Windows 7 Ultimate. It is the editions for all features of Windows, and it's compatible with 32-bit and 64-bit only too. Regarding to current market share, as you can see in this picture, there's no doubt that Windows has the biggest current market share around the world, and Windows 7 is obviously the most popular operating system all over the world, while occupying almost a half of the market, 48.91% to be exact. Regarding the ability to against the malware or spyware and viruses, Windows 7, however, is really sensitive with malware and spyware compared with other operating systems. A test about ability to against malware and viruses for Windows 7 has been made on November 3rd of 2009. The result is 8 out of 10 viruses can run easily on this operating system. Also, before the release of Windows 7, Microsoft didn't promise that this operating system would be safer against viruses. The security enhancements that Microsoft highlighted were the automatic data encryptions for thumb drives, a feature for IT administrators to control which applications can run on a corporate network, and malware filter in Internet Explorer 8. Nothing promising is to prevent the malware from working at all, and this is worst disadvantages. And here are my own personal experience about this operating system. I will share some of my thoughts and experience with the readers. I can demonstrate some feedback when I was using Windows 7 to deal with some missions and enjoy the entertainment. I have used Windows 7 for 8 or 7 years ago on my old Toshiba laptop. My first impressions is it's really friendly and easy to use interface, such as the taskbar or the icon. It's really beautiful. Additionally, its speed when operating variety of software is very impressive and smoothly. That makes me surprised a lot. And when Windows 8 released in 2012, I found lots of problems when using it and decided to downgrade to Windows 7 until the appearance of Windows 10. To be honest, the Windows 10 is made a lot of trouble for me in software as well as storage devices. But when I look into the current market share, I understand why Windows 7 makes up the biggest market share now. It is no doubt that the performance of Windows 7 is stability and compatibility. And as far as I'm concerned, here are some advantages of Windows 7 that I have collected. The first one is speed and stability. Windows 7 has stable processing speed when using many software at the same time, and it's more stable than Windows Vista. You find it fewer problems on Windows 7. The second is flexible interface. You can download lots of themes and background pictures from personal Microsoft sites from RSS feed, as well as modify as you wish if you want. Moreover, it can be used on the tablet with touchscreen interactions. It was the new style between operating system and users by touching. The users can look forward some information and data by sliding their fingers. It not only changes the way of controlling system, it also establishes the foundations of development of hardware Microsoft. And the final one is adaptable editions. Each individuals and organizations will have their own business and uses. The 6th editions of Windows 7 will give them suitable solutions for their needs. And finally, this is the last part of my presentations. I will show you some disadvantages of Windows 7 as far as I know. The first one is security problems. As I mentioned in the current market share above, the users should pay attention on the security of this operating system in case of dangerous situations when a kind of virus tries to attack Windows 7. There is the risk of getting the attack by malware and spyware, so that users should use the appropriate antivirus software to protect their data and system. And the last one is compatibility. If users decide to upgrade or downgrade to Windows 7, they have to consider whether all of their software suitable for the new operating system and backup all necessary data if needed. This is the end of my presentations. Thank you for your kindly attention, and I hope you had a good day. Goodbye.